Hi, thanks for listening into my podcast. I found out that 1 in 5 Americans are looking to retire overseas. Wow. So I'm Toni Reinhardt, and I am one of those 1 in 5 Americans. My husband and my 2 dogs and I are looking to retire in Spain. So in that process, we're selling our house in Reston, Virginia, where we've lived for 27 years, almost all of the contents, and we're packing up our 2 dogs, and we'll be driving to Reno, Nevada. We want to spend the winter in Reno for a lot of reasons, and we're going to take you on this journey with us. So this podcast, I'm going to tell you everything we're doing to make this happen, this move from Reston, Virginia, through Reno, Nevada, to become residents, long-term residents of Spain. I will tell you almost everything that I'm doing, including how much I'm spending on stuff. So I just want to put a few disclaimers in this intro. I will tell you what I spent, but I am not a financial advisor. It is not financial advice, so I'm not giving any kind of advice. I'm also going to tell you probably who I used and things like that and what my experience is, but I am not endorsing any person, product, or service. This is just a journal to tell you how it's going for me, and maybe you'll find it useful, and maybe I'll get some feedback, and you'll give me ideas of what I should be doing in this move. So thank you so much for listening, and I hope to hear from you. Hi, we are now on episode 5 of my journey from Reston through Reno to Spain. And it's been, of course, another really busy week. The last time I talked to you, the painters had just finished. It looks fabulous. And I was getting ready to move into an extended day. We're in Herndon, in an extended stay in with my husband and 2 dogs. So we did that. I did that on Saturday. And my husband Bill stayed with the estate salespeople on Saturday. And, I thought I would feel really, really sad to see some of my things go, especially things that I've had since my 20s. My big Chinese Chippendale china closet, things like that. And I don't feel that bad. I actually feel like it was liberating, and I feel lighter. I can remember some years ago, I think pretty much after having moved all of this stuff again, thinking, wow, I wish we really had this Star Trek kind of beam this stuff somewhere else. I really, really don't want to move this big, heavy dining room furniture again. And I don't think I thought that there's another option. And we took that other option. We did the estate sales route. I know I promised you the final numbers on it. I don't have the final numbers yet, because it's all kind of wrapped up into a package where we have the estate sale, and then, of course, some money goes to them, of course, for all of the work they do, which is an incredible amount of work. And some pieces are still getting picked up from people that have purchased the pieces, so I do not have those final numbers yet. But the estate sale was accomplished. The majority of our furniture left the house, and most of it actually sold. So I will get you those final numbers when we get them. So that was Saturday, and then we moved into the extended stay. And I'm really trying to keep a positive spin on this living in one room with a husband and 2 dogs. I'm thinking that we finally get to Reno, where we are looking at renting a 1-bedroom apartment. It's going to seem like luxury and huge amount of space. I'm very grateful for the good weather right now. So the stager came in on Monday. And I have to tell you, I was a little shocked, because originally she had given me an estimate of $2,700, and it ended up $3,600. But it looks stunning. I cannot even imagine how else I would have done this. It's, when you watch those HGTV shows and somebody like Joanna Gaines redoes their home, and they say, oh, this doesn't even look like my home. It does not look like my home. And if you all know where I live, you can look it up. You can see it on Zillow and stuff like that. All the photographs are up. So Monday, the stager came in and she put in all this furniture and artwork. Some of mine, I'm very pleased to say, some of my artwork she deemed worthy enough to stay in the house. But it does look beautiful, and I can see why it makes such a huge difference, especially in this kind of market where you have to do so much of your shopping for the house online, you're not driving around to open houses like you used to do. So we'll see how that goes. Monday it got staged, and we had to finish things like cleaning up things that were in the garage and leftover things. Tuesday, the professional photographers, so a videographer came in to do those 3D housing tours. And the professional photographer came in, and I cannot believe how stunning some of the pictures look. And you really do need a professional photographer, because I know that after we had the master bedroom redone, I kept trying to take pictures to show people. And I got reflections from the shower doors back into my face, and I never got a decent picture of the master bath. So they took spectacular pictures, and they put them all online. And now they have this system where it gives me a little text every time somebody books a showing. And we had 8 of this morning. We had 8 showings already booked for this house. So I'm nervous. I'm very, very nervous. The system that they use actually went down sometime today. Of course, I'm thinking that's because my house is so popular it crashed. It didn't, but I'm going to go ahead and think that my house is so popular it crashed the whole system. But we did have, at last count, 8 people book showings today, and this is the first day. We're now August 20th, and this is the first day that the house is officially on the market. So it's a little nerve-wracking. We never had this system before where you're supposed to be able to log on and check, and now all of a sudden it's like I've been teased with this wonderful system where I can log on and check, and it's down. So I can't log on and check. So I can't keep you up to date on what's going on with that either. Other than that, we're on track. We're waiting to see. As soon as the house sells, we'll go to the next stage. We still have things in the basement we have to pack. We have to do the final cut of this is what's going to Reno and this is what's going to Spain. I'm going to try and be brutal about what's going. I have noticed that I've had to go back to the house and get a couple things just what I deem surviving in my new environment, in my one room with a kitchenette. But that's still to come. The final culling of the possessions, and then the final dividing it up, get the stuff into storage, pack stuff onto a trailer, and in my mind I'm starting to feel like the Beverly Hillbillies or something. I don't know how this is going to work, but this is our plan, is to pack our things for Reno, put it on a little trailer. It's a small trailer, and me, Bill, the dogs, our trailer, our possessions. We're planning to take 4 days. It's 2,600 miles from here to Reno. So we're planning to split it up into 4 days. And as we get through that, I'm absolutely going to keep you up to date. Meanwhile, we're fighting boredom, because last week, it was so frantic. It was like every second of the day you're packing or you're cleaning, you're arranging, you're trying to find somebody to mow the lawn, and you're finding more things for the painters to paint, and you're negotiating, and there's a rug that's at the cleaners. So it seems so like this incredibly frantic pace, and now all of a sudden here we are, we're in one room staring at not really very pretty walls, I have to tell you. And we walk the dogs a lot. Thank heavens the weather has been beautiful. We walk the dogs a lot. And this is just a time that we have to start to decompress and get our energy back and try and keep that top of mind. Let's really decompress, quit that frantic pace for just the next few days, and get our energy and plan the next step, because that 4 days of traveling is going to be kind of tiring. So it's actually nice to have this decompression time, and I have to learn to appreciate it a little bit more. So that's where I am. I'm appreciating all my friends. All of a sudden, we are getting out a little bit more because of the pandemic. The weather's so nice, we can see people outside. So we had a potluck dinner with our swing dancing friends, and that was nice. And we're meeting more friends for dinner tonight. We're meeting another group of friends for Vineyard tomorrow. So I am feeling like a very popular person all of a sudden. Well, maybe not all of a sudden. So I will keep you posted as usual. Keep listening. There will be final numbers. When I have final numbers, I will share them with you and let you know. Pray for me and that the house sells quickly. And I love your feedback, so you can tag me on Facebook. You can respond to wherever you listen to this through Spreaker or Spotify or Google or whatever. Leave me comments. I love to hear from you, and I'm always excited when I hear from people that say, oh, I heard your podcast. So thank you so much for listening to me, and I hope you all have a good rest of your day.